Welcome to Formnext 2022 and our after-work talks here at AM4U stage. Yeah, the third day of Formnext is nearly over. Let's do a short wrap-up. Today the focus was very much on the topics of training, staff qualification and career opportunities. We had some very interesting in-house concept here on stage, including virtual reality trainings and virtual simulations for education. Very interesting topics, these ones. A useful resource for understanding additive manufacturing was also the AM Field Guide, presented here on stage by Professor Steffen Ritter. Very useful tool, I think. And here on stage was mentioned a very special project today, which is currently ongoing, but later concerning that one more. About this project and a general look into the online community, I'm extremely happy to have two community insiders here with me on stage to have the after-work talks. And so I'm very happy to introduce to you Sarah Goehrke. She's consultant in AM, and Joel Telling. He is host of the show 3D Printing Nerd in YouTube. It's displayed in YouTube, where our show is displayed as well. And you are a confessed AM nerd.
I would say that's accurate, yes.
So tell us, what does Formnext mean to you?
Formnext to me really gets to the heart of the matter that AM is the future. The additive manufacturing is what's going to power society going forward and to the stars and beyond. And Formnext is where we get to see that technology take shape and gets people inspired. And it's a joy to be here. That's what it is to me.
So what have you done all these days here in Frankfurt? What at Formnext?
Well,
what was your job, or what, just walking around and talking to people, or did you film the whole day, or what was your job?
Well, we had 2 days scheduled for filming. Masago brought us out, and the goal for our team was to highlight the stories in some of the booths, or as many as that we could get to here at Formnext. And it's crazy because every booth has a story. Every company has an incredible AM story to tell. And so we were kind of brought here with a film crew and my producer, and we just wanted to help tell the stories of some of these booths here.
Yeah, we learned a lot of that as well, because our camera team was on the shop floor as well, and they brought some interesting stories with them. So I think that's the same what you saw. That it's incredible the mass of interesting people and the mass of interesting products, right?
That's exactly it. And what's great is there was other camera crews and other people covering it. And even though every booth has their own story, us as the hosts of these shows being able to tell the story in our own way just brings about the Formnext experience to people in unique ways.
So we have to wait on that one, because that is a sign that we are here.
Don't they know we have a show going on?
We just displayed this to prove we are really on an exhibition.
That's right.
It's not a green screen here. We are not faking something. That's real. That's exhibition. Joel, you are really best connected in the community. Bring to us the impression, what hurdles must be overcome from the point of view in additive manufacturing of the users, that we get a wider usage of additive manufacturing in industry, that we get a leap forward in the market, that we get a growth in the market. What are the needs what do you hear from your users?
I think that, well, from my point of view, the need is to really just get the message of Formnext and everybody that's here, their stories to tell, to a wider audience, and to have people who can tell the stories in ways that certain communities really hold on to. I think there's nothing impeding AM from going forward and just taking over in manufacturing and just taking over the world, let's be honest, but people need to know about it. And that's why it's so important that each booth is able to have their story told, and that people around the globe get to know about this technology and how it can benefit them and then that's where it all starts.
And what's the feedback from your users? Do they say something like, okay, we need this or that to adopt additive manufacturing to our processes or to our industry sector?
For me, though, well, so as the host of a show, then what I get to hear from people is how incredible this technology is. And so while I can't speak for the companies and the users, I hear from the people a lot of times that are a fan of this technology and are interested in this technology. And so it's been a number of years that I've been here doing this, and I've heard from people who are working at these companies saying, I came here because of you. I learned about this from you, and I was interested, and I got a job at this company because of you. And so while the users, I understand what you're trying to ask. I have a slightly different point of view, and I think that it's just being approached in a different way.
Exactly. I'm trying to get the perspective of the end users, and I'm trying to get an answer why there is not more growth in a certain amount of time. But maybe we have an answer with Sarah. Sarah, you have a really special project, and you are as a consultant in the community, so you have a lot of contacts as well. Maybe you have the answer where we can enhance the markets and the usage of additive manufactured products.
Yeah, definitely. Everything Joel was saying about getting the stories across, that's the most important thing, right? That's why we're all here together, to get these stories across, to come together as a community in a real expo hall with real announcements and just be together live again. But it's because we can see that this industry is growing, this technology is growing. And what I do when I work with my clients is really help them hone their messaging in an honest way. And we've seen the hype in 3D printing, and I think we're over it. So we have people really nerding out about the technology in delightful ways and digging into what makes it real, what makes it possible. And so I love working with all of the companies across the industry, OEMs, software, materials, service providers, you name it, and getting out not just the reality of their messaging, but how it's relevant to their customer, to the user, and where it fits alongside traditional manufacturing. We always get asked when this will displace traditional, and we need to see how it comes together, just as this community's coming together, but how these different manufacturing suites really come together. And I think that type of collaboration and understanding of the bigger picture is what we're really seeing. And here, we've certainly seen another stage in maturation for this industry, and it's been pretty beautiful to see. I'm also on the board of directors of Women in 3D Printing. We had a happy hour last night. It's always the biggest of the year.
And we had a round here on Tuesday, yes. I think. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was wonderful to see Kristen on stage and with all of the other, some of the women who are incredible leaders in this industry.
Yeah.
And so seeing that community continue to grow, thrive, and come together is really what we're seeing, is this industry truly has a place for everyone.
We had another expert from our community who's very active in the community. Aleksander, I have to look his surname, Ciszek. He's from 3 Your Mind, and he talked about the fundraising project with Ukraine. And you have some colors here to display. Please tell us about the project. Give us a rough overview, shortly, and then where we are standing in that project.
Yes, absolutely. Alex did a beautiful job explaining it a little bit as Formnext opened, what we've brought together with the help from Alex and the 3 Your Mind team, and led by the efforts of Björn, Marie, and the team at EOS. EOS designed and 3D printed these buttons, these pins, in the Ukrainian flag colors of yellow and blue. And each pin is available for a €10 donation, or more, if anyone feels so moved, as all of these funds go directly to Ukraine to 3D print medical devices like tourniquets that have saved the lives of dozens of soldiers already, and helping them to get the help they need on the ground medically and print the parts they need, as well as offer training opportunities for those who have been displaced and need new things. 100% of the funds we raise through this are going directly to these efforts, and it's incredible to see the support that the industry's had. We've got these gorgeous glasses that were just donated as well. I did donate €125, so this is my pair I get to take home. There are 5 of each of 3 different designs available on the 3 Your Mind stand, so anyone can donate and take them home, today or whenever they go. But we've seen some gorgeous things that have been offered up for this silent auction, which is still open until noon tomorrow. And we have several of the pieces on display here, printers, software licenses, and some gorgeous...
But don't take away from me my new guitar. I want to play a little bit. No, I'm not a guitar player. Yeah, I cannot play with this guitar, but I would like to have it nevertheless. You know,
Bidding is open.
It really looks great, doesn't it?
This is guitar number 99 from designer Olaf Diegel. And he's generously donated it. It's binder jetted
That's an
wood.
awesome. It's an awesome work, isn't it?
So it's just gorgeous. Joel's producer David played it earlier. It can sound beautiful.
You can play?
No,
His
my producer
producer.
played it. No, I can't.
But we have, I was outbid on it already, so
Yeah.
I'm not taking that one home.
Aw.
But bidding's still open. It's just
And all this as a donation project?
all of it is a donation so far.
Really,
a day
it's a
still
project
before
of
the
heart,
auction
I think,
closes.
for many people.
We've raised over 3,500 euros so far just at Formnext. The auction is still open until noon on Friday. So we are hoping to continue raising more funds. We started this effort with all of the industry support at Rapid Plus TCT this spring when we raised nearly 55,000 US dollars.
Wow.
So we're really glad that the industry has come together because really together we are strong.
Wow. That's really cool, and that's a really good news. So it's open till tomorrow. So, dear spectators out there, maybe you check. Where can one check on the website? Say it again.
It's Together We Are Strong. There's a landing page available from the 3 Year Mind website. There are QR codes available to scan throughout this exhibit hall. And of course, if you ask any of the organizers, we're happy to point you to the Air Auctioneer website where the auction itself is hosted. You can find any of us in person for the pins that have a PayPal code to donate as well, whether for a pin or just because you don't want, things, you just want people to have better lives.
Perfect. Thank you very much for this interesting insight and this important sign of solidarity with Ukraine. And I wish you every luck with this project and with the other ongoing project and with getting the community in more usage of additively used produced products.
I just want to share the good stories here at Formnext.
Perfect. We will see us. Yeah, thank you very much, dear audience, for watching at the screen and here at the booth. I think we see us tomorrow again at 9 o'clock on time. Tomorrow it's the last day of Formnext, so we have to stay together here, and we will find the next, the next mile, the last mile, and we will be together here at stage. Till then, stay tuned.